Yes, we're live. Hey hunters, how's everyone doing? So today we have something different, something kind of special. This is a special day. We have been working on loot for how long? Months now. Like originally we were supposed to deliver loot in October 2018. Then it got delayed to January, and now here we are. We're finally going to have loot in the game, and it's really exciting to finally reach this point in the game. Hello, chat. There seems to be some technical issues. I cannot see chat here on my my thing up here. Let me see if I can fix this really quickly. I'm really bad at this. Oh, I see. I get it now. There we go. Hello. Now we're talking. Hi, Morwade. How defaults? Hello. So, brace yourselves for a lot of nerd talk. I brought my gamer water with me. Cool. So yeah, first thing you're going to realize that I'm inside Unity. That's the game engine that we use to build Relic Hunters. So this is very much in development, right? So this is not the build that is going live this weekend with the loot drops. This is me actually working on the loot drops. So you can see I'm on Unity right now. We have like tools that we have designed to balance the items and whatnot, like the loot tables and the item affixes and things like that. So that's what I'm working on right now. I didn't want to stop working to do the live stream, so I figured it would be a good opportunity to just do the live stream while I'm working. So you can see how it is and we can talk about it and everything else. So yeah, right now I'm doing what pretty much my mom probably thinks I do all day, which is play the game to test it out. So I'm actually playing the game and this is my work right now. So I just started, like I just balanced the whole item progression from level 1 to level 20, from crude, then common, then uncommon, then rare. And I'm testing it out now to see how it feels, because when you do it on a spreadsheet, it's different than real life, right? So I just erased my save file and I started up Pinky level 1. I just played the first stage, so this is the second mission, so I'm already level 4. You can see here that I pretty much all deck out still on crude items. So I have this one common boot right here. It's supposed to say common boots underneath there. You're gonna see there's a lot of things like feedback is lacking a lot, because I'm actually on a different branch of the code right now. Like all the programmers, they're working hard right now on the feedback, on the menus, on the like the little item pop-ups and everything else. While they're doing that, I'm on a different branch of the code of the project, just working on the balance. And afterwards, like hopefully at the end of the day today, we're going to merge our codes and make it work. So yeah, Pinky's my main. So this kind of historical actually, like this is the first time in the history of this game that somebody is actually getting loot drops and like farming for drops and things like that. So yeah, this is kind of a historical moment, and I'm happy that you guys are here to see this. We're definitely going to put this up on YouTube, because I hope that we can look back at this years from now and just see, wow, like how far we've come from today. But yeah, so I have the leather boots right now. It's the only drop I got from the first mission that I could use. So yeah, there's something really frustrating going on right now that I have to apologize in advance to you, hunters. Right now, you drop more loot that you can't use than loot that you can use. And this is really, it's my fault. I should have predicted it. Because the way this works is that we have a lot of different item types. So for example, you can see Pinky here. She can wear heavy clothes, armor, gadgets, medals, boots, and potions, right? So these are the kinds of items that Pinky can equip. However, these are not all of the item types that exist in the game. So we have, for example, light clothes, and we have heavy shields and light shields, and we have gloves, and we have sash right here, and we have accessories, and we have shoes. So there's actually more item types in the game than you can equip in a character. So of course, in hindsight, it's obvious, but I should have thought about it. But the way that the game is right now, the item finder, which like the drop system uses to find an item for an enemy to drop, it has more chance to drop an item that you cannot use than an item that you can use. So the first mission, you can see my loot haul here. Like I drop a lot of stuff that I cannot use. So I apologize. This is how it's gonna be this weekend. Next week, we're going to work on a system that has a bias towards the active hunter, right? So if you play a hunter, like Pinky, for example, there's going to be around like an 80% chance that every item that you get is for Pinky and not for other hunters, not item types that you cannot equip. So it's going to be a little frustrating. Like I killed my first champion enemy, like shower of loot, lots of loot falling, and everything was stuff that I could not equip. That was super frustrating. But unfortunately, that's how it's gonna be this weekend. Sorry guys, we are going to fix this as soon as possible. But yeah, cool. So let's just get into it. I'm really hoping that I can get some commons because of the way that the loot works. I have like, at least I have 2 common weapons. That was lucky for me. Like I have a Rebel SMG and the Rebel Rifle. One thing that you're going to notice is that every weapon looked the same. As you can see here, the Rusty Carbine looks the same as the Rebel Rifle. This is just for now, guys. We're still working on the weapon models and the weapon animations. We're going to have around 38, I guess, 38 weapons for the alpha. So right now they're all in the game actually. They have different rarities, they have different names, different things, but they have the same graphics. So yeah, sorry about that. But I do have 2 common weapons, so that's a bit of an upgrade. But I just hope to bring my gear score up, just equipping more common items like these leather boots right here, because they're just so much better. You can see like the metal gives me 5 physical defense, the boots give 16 because they're common, not crude. But okay, let's see if we can find more loot. So there's going to be a little bit of crafting in the game, Lucas, and shops as well. But the main thing that we want you to do is actually drop loot, right? So the shops are going to be a little bit of bad luck protection, so to speak. So you can just buy items that you can drop. And crafting is going to be more about optimizing the gear that you already have, or maybe just re-rolling affixes on high-end gear, stuff like that. But yeah, the game just completely transformed me. I don't know about you guys, but now that there is loot in the game, it's a different feeling. I feel like every time I defeat a Dukan, something cool can drop. And now I have goals that I didn't have before, but before I just wanted to finish the mission and just level up a little bit or whatever. But now I have goals like, man, I gotta fill my slots now with common items. I gotta find like a better primary and things like that. So it's just that much more exciting. Like the progression now is gonna feel a lot different than it was before. So a few things that you're going to realize watching me play right now. especially if you just joined the stream. Like I said before, the programmers are working on... Jesus. I got distracted. Oh, 2 loot drops over there, you see? So this is a good opportunity. So you can see that the feedback and the things are on another branch of the code right now. So you're going to see like these really ugly boxes. They're just gonna be there on the ground. It's gonna be really ugly. And when you pick them up, they will not show here. In the build, they're going to show up here. You're gonna see what you got. And when you open your inventory, you can see like which items are new, right? So all of these things you're not gonna see now because, yeah. At least I want to pick up those 2 loot drops over there. So these are level 5 Dukins. I should not be messing around with them. Let's see what I got. Hopefully I got something I can use. Yes. Cool. So I got 2 brass trinkets, identical ones. Cool. So just equipping this gave me a lot more defense. So awesome. I actually have 2 rebel rifles right now. I'm going to destroy this one. So we already have recycling in the game. So you can see here, if I press F, it just fills the bar. You can see the little bar filling up. So you just hold it for a second. Ooh, bling. So you're going to get materials, you're going to get bounty, you're going to get stuff like this when you break down the items that you don't want, like this malfunction Dukin history here. Blam, just break it down. And no feedback right now, no materials, so just hang tight. We'll get there. Lucas want to get all the legendaries. Yeah, that's my go-to, Lucas. All the legendaries. Somebody's asking the Breath of the Wild symbol on the boxes. This is actually a Dukin symbol. So these are Dukin crates. The Dukins have a digging operation going on in Galena Canyons, in Galena Desert. Let me see what I got. I don't know what there we go. We got a used battery. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Increasing our score. So you can see here that I'm starting to get the common items, these white ones. They are just more defense, basically it. So you can see I was wearing this leaking battery. Now I have a used battery, so much better. So it's just defense. But as soon as I start dropping the uncommon, the green items, you're gonna see that they have randomized affixes and more interesting effects to it, not only extra defense. Ouch. Okay, so I'm much tankier now, but it's still not invincible, so I just gotta watch out. Oh, you're gonna like something that I did. So I just rebalanced the ammunition in the game as well. So the starting ammunition was 250, now it's 300 for all weapons, all ammo types. And I doubled the amount of ammo that the ammunition pickups, drops, give you. So the small drops used to give you 15, now they give you 30. The big ammo boxes like this one, 30, 31, for some reason, you know. And the bigger ones now give you 100. F for the bad gun.
Woohoo! We did it!
So if you have a gun, you press F to pay respect to destroy it. Yes, that's what happens. And you pay respect to the gun. So cool. So we completed 2 stages. No uncommons have dropped so far, but we do have some commons. We have 2 common weapons, which is good. So now we're going into a level 5 skirmish stage, which is going to be a bit challenging, especially the boss. Hopefully we can drop something better on our way there. So one thing that I really wanted to show you now, but it's there's going to be a pop-up here. So when you play the game on Steam tonight or tomorrow morning, whenever it's live, you're going to be able to mouse over this. And when you put your cursor on top of this, you're going to see like a pop-up with an explanation. So this is your gear score. And it's super important in Relic Hunters. It's different from other games. It's kind of a goal for you. So you have ranks in your gear score. They increase with the rarity and quality of your gear. And as you rank up on your gear score, you actually unlock like massive bonuses for your character, like big stat bonuses. So you really want to chase those thresholds when you're building your character. You want to consider if you can reach a higher threshold of gear score, because it's going to give you a lot more stats. I wanted to show you, but the pop-up's not working right now, but it will work on the version that you're going to play this weekend. So just bear with me. But pretty much what we have to do to get to the next gear score rank is to have all of our items be common items. So right now I have crude potion, common boots, common trinkets, common battery, crude armor, crude clothes, right? So I have to replace the clothes, the armor, and the potion with common. As soon as I get these to be common or better, you're going to see that my physical and elemental defense, you can see them over here, 78, 78. These two values are going to skyrocket. So that's when I can just start tackling hard content and doing better stuff. So for the questions, is there a local server infrastructure to testing, or you're connecting to an online proto server? I am online right now. So there's no offline in the game. Every time that I test the game, I have to be online. In fact, since I live in Brazil, you can see here that I have 150 ms of ping right here. So I'm always lagged. Which is good, because we can test the game always lagging, and then we can guarantee that even if you're not close to one of the servers, you still have a good experience. We are going to have servers in Brazil, of course. We're just using USA East right now. So how would be the best way to farm loot? The levels seem too short to do like really good farms. I think the best way to farm loots in this build right now is gonna be to do the hardest and higher level mission that you can do reliably fast, right? You can really speed run through levels with Pinky, Ace, like the more mobile characters. I'll probably take Ace if you really want to farm items. Just use Ace and just speed run through high level skirmish missions. That's an option. When the alpha comes, there are gonna be more game modes. Where drop something. It's so white because of the snow that I did not see the drop, but I did drop something. Is it some? No, it was a shirt. So you can see I already dropped 2 commons that I could have equipped on Pinky, but they're light clothes. Only Jimmy, Ace, Jimmy and Ace are the guys who can use this. So this is going to be super frustrating, guys. I really apologize. So this first weekend, you're going to be dropping more items that you cannot use than items that you can use. This was a huge oversight on my part. We're gonna fix this next week. Sorry about that. It's gonna be a bit frustrating. But for the, I'm just gonna recycle one of them, because the other one I'm gonna save for Raf later. But yeah, these duplicates I'm gonna recycle. I'm gonna recycle. Wow, I got sash and gloves. Jesus, I have everything but the things that I need. I should probably swap to Raf right now because I have so many items for her. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Just recycle this one. I'm just gonna recycle this one. And this weapon. Yeah, this is a worse Rebel SMG. There we go. Okay. So cool. So to farm in the alpha, when the alpha is done, you're gonna have more game modes. We are going to have like a survival game mode. There's going to be endless. So we hope that this is going to be kind of the end game for the alpha, at least. So it's going to be pretty short, of course, just up to level 20, and just rare items, just the very beginning of the game. But I feel like the endless survival mission is going to be a good thing for you to kind of test your builds and flex your muscles a little bit. And also a good option to just farm high level items, because since the drops are based on the enemy level and the enemy tier, right? So if it's a regular enemy, it's gonna drop less loot than elite enemy, and the champion enemy, of course, is gonna drop a lot of loot and higher quality loot. And if you're playing like higher level as well, so the level defines the levels of the items as well. So if you want high level, high quality items, you're gonna try and do like defeat champion enemies, defeat elite enemies. So probably the best farm is going to be skirmish. You definitely want to have like a speed run ace, just melting through skirmish levels. That's going to be the best, fastest way to farm items this weekend for sure. Jesus, they're hitting hard. These are level 6. And I'm not properly equipped. Let's take a look at more questions. Never trash, recycle. Yeah. Let's be sustainable. Will the general loots be more Path of Exile, where uniques are lower than well-rolled crafted wares, or more to Diablo, where legendaries and synergies will be up tier? It's gonna be more like PoE in that regard. So two things. We want to make sure that there's not just a single kind of item that you want to have like all the time best in slot. You have to think about what's best for your build, things like that. So just because an item is like a unique or a augmented unique, it's not necessarily better for your build than like a really well-rolled legendary. And also, we were worried about giving you the feeling of getting an awesome drop at any point in the game. So our uniques, they're actually tiered. So we have tier 1 uniques, tier 2 uniques, and tier 3 uniques. So tier 1s, they can start dropping like from level 1. So if you're just playing like the first mission, there's a really tiny chance that you can drop a tier 1 unique right then and there. You're not going to be able to equip it. I think the level requirement is going to be 10 or 12. But still, you can drop it. You can drop it on level 1. It's just very, very rare. But it's a thing. And we're also going to have, we don't have them right now on the build. We are going to have the augmented items, the set items, things like that, to make the drops more interesting. But we don't want to, like the augmenteds, of course, are going to be good. But you cannot have more than one augmented item equipped at once in a character. So even though the augments are gonna be the best in slot, you cannot equip them in all slots. So hopefully it's an interesting build choice for you. And sets and uniques and things like that, we don't want them to be straight up better or worse than legendaries. So we're just gonna try and make it balanced in a way that depends on your build, depends on what you're doing. It depends on the rolls you get, right? Yikes. You're hitting so hard. And the frame rates inside the editor is really bad. Like in the game, usually I get like over 100 frames per second. But on the editor I get like 30, 50. It's really bad. Especially because there's a lot of debugs going on here. Like we have debugs for everything that dies. I can see the context of the loot roll. Just to make sure that the tables are working, that the rolls are actually picking the right items. We're still like, it doesn't look like it, but I'm working. It looks like I'm playing the game, but I'm actually working. It's crazy. What my mother would say right now. Are cosmetics still planned for much later? Naturally, of course. So cosmetics, they're going to be a different tab. So you can see here, we're on the Hunter tab right now. This tab right here with the little brush, this is the cosmetics tab. So you're gonna have the slots for the cosmetics and can equip them. You can equip not only like hats and scarves and things like that, but you're also gonna be able to equip emotes, emoji. You can equip skill effects, voice lines, stuff like that. So we're going to do a lot of cosmetics for sure. We hope that this is most of our monetization is going to come from that, right? So we hope that we do a lot of cool cosmetics that people really want. And of course, you can farm for everything and never pay us a cent and just be a great part of the community and have all the cosmetics because you're so dedicated to Relic Hunters. Will be their song playing while looting? Possibly. whenever we do like big chests or something like that, that could be cool. Like Ref Miller, our audio designer, he really likes to do like dynamic music, stuff like that. So when we do like big golden chests, or maybe when you defeat like a big boss, like a dungeon boss, something like that, it would be cool to kind of have like a little music before you see the loot drops. That'd be pretty cool. Ooh, I got something. Ooh, I got something again. Let me see what I got. So actually, can I use anything? Please, no, I got another used battery. Just recycling. Blam. Another one of this, recycle. I don't want it. Another shoe, no. No, RNGesus. Why you do this to me? Why? Ooh, oh no, this is worse than mine. No, I don't want you to. Okay, so just got a lot of loot that I cannot use. I told you guys, that's what's gonna happen. This weekend is gonna be like this. It's my fault. I'm really dumb. I made a really stupid mistake with the item types. But yeah, we're gonna fix this next week. Promise. Okay, so this boss is hitting ridiculously hard. Jesus. Okay, I gotta stay clear from these shots. Oh, this is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Just recover my armor. Oh, bad choice. Bad choice. Oh, I'm so low. 7 seconds. My potion threw down. Yikes. There we go. It's fine. Everything was planned. It shoots me. Get my armor back. Yeah. I'm in control. Like I'm totally in control. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no, I'm not in control. This is too hard. I don't know if I'm gonna do it actually, to be perfectly honest. Like, at least my damage is okay, because this SMG is actually, it rolled like a pretty high attack rate. So I'm actually doing very decent damage right now, but man, the defense is just not there. It's not there. Oh. If I take like one of these rockets, I'm done. Like, I cannot eat a single of these rockets. Well, hopefully the changes to the ammo that I just did are enough. Jesus Christ. You never take me alive. I'll kill myself before you kill me. Okay, we got into under half health. There's a bug with the health bar right now. I don't know why it's not showing the boss, just a regular health bar. And he's also like a big white square on the radar. I told you guys, this is hot development. Hot development takes. 1 second. 1 second. Come on. Nope. Yes. Wait. So many turtles. So many turtles. Oh, no. Bad idea to jump in front of 2 shotguns. Yes. So, this is a bit humiliating, but slowly and surely we'll get there. Just, oh, gosh, shotguns. Who created shotguns? You're just no fun. I'm glad that there's no XP penalty right now, or I'll be going straight back to level 6. Oh god. I mean, the drop rates are actually pretty fine. I don't think I should have increased the drop rates to make sure that I would be better equipped right now than I am. I just think that the problem is that I got a lot of loots that I cannot use. So that was the problem. So it's kind of hard right now to balance the game thinking about this. So I'll probably just leave it as is. Because a worst case scenario, I can just switch other characters and just use the loots that you got. But yeah, I'm not well equipped enough to deal with this guy right now. You just have to bear with me, guys. The loot's gonna be worth it, I promise. I hope. I hope, promise. I hope, promise. It's a hope and a promise at the same time. This hurts so much. Let's shoot this. No! He cheated! He cheated! just take the opportunity while he's shooting the rockets to just burst him down. Come on, boss. Yes. So he just dropped 2 items? Really? Today is not my lucky day. Okay, no uncommons, which is disappointing. But let's see if something that I can actually use. No armor. No battery. I already have a metal shoe. Yeah, just useless stuff. Thank you, game. Who designed this game? That guy's an idiot. I'm just recycling this. Yeah. There you go. So, like I said, it's going to be a little frustrating to get a lot of loot that you cannot use. But yeah, it's the first version, right? First version of the loot system.
We did it!
I really apologize. Yeah, we can finally be sniper ace. So I'm putting in a rare sniper rifle in the game. It still looks like a regular rifle because, like I said, all of the weapons, they are like the same visuals. We still have to work on the models and the animations. But we have 38 weapons in the game right now. So they're just the same graphics, but they're different. So we do have sniper rifles. You can be sniper ace. Actually, sniper ace is pretty good because you can just jump on way back, right? You can just jump and hold your aim in the air. So have the high ground. And you get the critical hit bonus and the critical hit damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage from the passive when he's flying. So when I designed Ace originally, he was supposed to be kind of like short range. He goes on the back line and just gets the enemies there. We're gonna do this again to find loops again. So the update will be tomorrow or when? Hopefully tonight. Oh no, sorry. Today is Thursday. Sorry, my my calendar is confusing. So tomorrow's Friday. So the update is tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, this is going live with the feedbacks and things like that. Like I said, it's gonna be a little frustrating because of the fact that you're going to get a lot of loot that you cannot use. I'm gonna try to speed run to just try and get some decent items so we can progress. Because right now the defense is just too low. Gotta have at least the armor. If we drop like a common armor, level 3 armor, that's good enough. That's gonna carry us, and the boss is not gonna be so much suffering. Because I just forgot if I want to read the update notes. What did you say? So they'll play with tomorrow. Oh yeah. So like I said, for Ace, like when I originally designed him, I designed him like this crowd control kind of assassin kind of character that you can just go to the backline and like KO the enemy healer or the enemy support or the mortar and just fly away, right? But actually his kit, now that I think about it, his kit is really good for sniping in general. Because it can just be on the back line. You can crowd control, right? And it can just be really far away, flying, and sniping people from a high position. But granted, like sniper rifles, they're not going to have really good critical hit and critical chance. They're going to be more about precision damage. So in that regard, Jimmy still is probably going to be a better sniper than Ace. But whenever we do have a critical sniper, a sniper rifle that has more critical hit chance, critical hit damage, if we have a sniper like this, Ace could be a beast with it, for sure. And these are the things that we have to take care of, because I think we just have to make sure that everyone can kind of do what they want with the right items, right? Just make sure that the items are not just too broken and not too common. For example, if we do a sniper that has a high critical hit chance or critical hit damage, it's probably gonna be like rare. It's gonna be like a unique item. It's gonna be a relic sniper, something like that. But then you can just play sniper ace with that particular sniper, you know. So usually we're gonna try to make like these more offbeat or off-theme kind of items, kind of builds. rely on items that are a little bit rare. I think that in good loot games, that's how it works usually. Now we're not gonna nerf anybody. The characters don't even have all their skills, man. We didn't even implement the ultimates yet. I don't think. I think right now Ace is certainly the best character right now. But we're not gonna nerf him. Just gonna bump everybody else. Cool. So yeah, I dropped like another light clothes. I don't want that. Oh, look at all these heavy shields, man. I think I'm gonna switch to like Jimmy right now because I have a full kit of commons for Jimmy. I mean, Jesus. I'm just gonna recycle this and recycle this. Look at all these batteries. RNG, why you do this to me? Yes, recycling. So this is a point where a shop would be really useful. Just recycling all of these would give me a lot of resources. Then I could just go to a shop and just buy or craft whatever I want. Oh, cool. Awesome. So we got the common potion. Awesome. So you can see the massive difference here. So this massive difference is actually wrong. Okay, so this is a bug. I have to fix this. So you can see here that my defense is going to jump up a lot, right? Look, boom, just jump up because I just went to a higher gear score right now. And the reason for this, oh, I see. This potion is gear score 12. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we got what we wanted after all. So we got such a good potion that we were able to reach the threshold, which I think is 65. I guess it's 65. The tip is not working right now to tell me, but we just got to the next gear score rank. So we are now on common 1. So at this point, you would see like my character portrait here will have a different border, like a white border. And now I have like a big buff to physical defense and physical attack and elemental defense, elemental attack. So if I just go with this setup to the boss, I'm gonna just destroy the boss. I'm not gonna be as squishy as I was before. So Hobo Squad was asking, why can't we use any loots with any character? This is a really good question. So how do we do loots? Is that the different pieces that you get, they have different affixes to them, right? So the possible roles, like the possible types of affixes that loots can get is determined by the item type. So this is actually how we kind of balance the characters and balance the builds. So for example, Pinky uses armor. So we know that when she equips armor, she can roll armor affixes and things like that, and defensive things and tanky things, which is going to be fine. Jimmy, for example, and Ace, they use gloves, and gloves are going to give you like weapon affixes, so they're going to be more for offensive characters. Because they're going to give you reload speed and attack speed and precision damage, critical chance, stuff like that. So this is kind of how we balance characters. And also because of the loot hunt, since we want this game to have a lot of horizontal progression, we figure it would be very boring if you could just take the same items that you have on your build that you do for Jimmy, and just when you pick Raph, you just put all the same items on Raph until you have like an end game build with those items. We feel like there should be a bit of overlap. So there is overlap between the characters, right? So some characters can equip the same items, so you can reuse them, but not all the kit. So if you have a build, at least one of the items needs to be swept off to use them. And also because it wouldn't make sense anyway on the end game, because the characters have such different skills and base stats that you really wouldn't want to use the same item anyway. So this is another way for us to kind of guide you towards what is like more fun and more effective in the game. Because an item that rolls really good for Pinky is completely different than for another tank such as Bill, for example. Because Bill is going to be an elemental tank. And I think he's a physical. Because now that I'm thinking, this is super easily. Just because I got my gear scar. See? Now I'm taking just 11 damage. Before it was like 55, something like that. Because I just got my gear score rank upgraded. It's a big difference. Especially early on in the game like this. This guy's no trouble for me. No trouble. Just melting him. He's not gonna be able to summon. There we go. Ooh, we got an uncommon. Awesome. Chat, you're seeing the first uncommon drop in Relic Hunters Legend history. Let's see if I can use it. Was it a weapon? Where is it? I saw a green item. I'm not crazy. I saw it. I saw it. I'm gonna have to look at the video. I swear I saw a green. Did you see, chat? Did you see like a green thing? Am I crazy? I saw an uncommon. I did. What? You're kidding me. You're joking. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the clip later. It's gonna be really funny if it was just my imagination. But ooh, 128. Rebel shotgun, awesome. Yeah, 156 recycle. Cool. So, chat, did you see the uncommon? Did you see the uncommon? I saw it.
Woohoo! We did it!
Okay, but now we actually got our gear score up, so we can go to Broken Lake. Let's just do Broken Lake. Do all weapons overlap? No, there's actually two types of weapons, primary, secondary. And actually three, because they're relic weapons, but
Okay,
relic
guys,
weapons are
we need to
different.
secure
We're going to
these
be talking
spots.
about them later down the road. But for the non-relic weapons, there are two types, primary, secondary. They don't overlap. Shotgun. Wow, 270 damage on that little Dukin. Poor little guy. Man, I'm so disappointed. I swear I saw an uncommon drop. I swear. I'm glad that I'm recording this because I gotta check if that was a bug. Just gonna shotgun everybody with my new shotgun. Yeah! One hit KO. And everybody. One hit. Okay. Like today, I was almost getting a little emotional because this has been such a long time dream for me personally to make a loot game. Like I have been obsessed by loot games all my life. I play like tens of thousands of hours probably of loot games since the old Diablo 1 all the way up to the new ones like Destiny and Warframe. And I just love these kind of games. And I've been a game developer for 11 years now. And I swear to you, since day one, the game that I wanted to do the most was an online loot game. Right? So, but it's so hard. It's really, really hard. And if you're not crazy, you're just not gonna do it at the early point in your career, right? Unless you're really lucky to go and work on a more experienced studio. There's doing this. If you're starting your own studio like we have to do here in Brazil, because Brazil doesn't have such a developed industry like the US and Canada and places like that. So if you have to start your own, you just can do it. And I remember when we did Dungeonland, that actually was
Okay, guys,
me trying to do something more in my ballpark, like, hey, at least let's do some fantasy online thing. We didn't try to do loots because we knew it was too complicated. The whole game was already too complicated, to be perfectly honest. So that was probably a good decision, but still. And then we did Chroma Squad, when we did Chroma Squad, we did have items, and there you can drop materials, you can craft stuff, but it was not a loot game, right? Chroma Squad is not a loot game by any means. It's not the focus. It's not why you play Chroma Squad. It's not why the game is good. It's just a thing. It's just almost like a flavor. So that didn't scratch the itch. So now Relic Hunters Legend, it's like it's a dream come true to me to finally have like a loot game and be working on this and balancing drop rates and talking about like how we're gonna drop items and how progression is gonna work and the fixes and the legendaries and the loot from the bosses. Like, this is a dream for me, man. This is crazy. And if there are any founders on the chat right now, especially Kickstarter backers, like, I just want to thank you so much, because if it wasn't for your support, I wouldn't be living this dream right now. And I really hope that we can make a good enough game to thank you for this, to thank you for the opportunity. So, oh, there's a pretty big comment here. So Hobo's asking me, I think it would be cool if I could use any item or weapon for any character. So early game, you don't feel forced to use a certain character, but each item has dramatically different buffs, like healing up for Wrath. So it will make no sense to use that item when you have better items. I don't know if this makes sense, but it's just an idea. Yeah, sure. I see where you're coming from. The thing is, when you start out, you're just gonna have one character, right? So you're gonna start out with 7 in the final game, and you're going to slowly be unlocking the characters that you want. There are going to be a quest line for each one, so you're going to choose the characters you like the most to invest and unlock that character and level up that character, right? And the weapons are free. Every character, you can use any weapon in the game, so the weapons are okay. So for the item types, we think that for now at least, we're going to test out and you guys are going to tell us, but we think it's a good decision to just separate. This gives you more stuff to hunt from. It makes it easy to focus farm. It makes it easy to craft. For example, if you're looking for defensive affixes for your pinky, right? You're just crafting armor, just farming for armor, just trading for armor. It's gonna be easier. And if every chest piece in the game could have all the affixes, right? For you to have a perfect row for armors would be much harder. And also just gives you more stuff to hunt for, honestly. You just have more options, more things. It's more variety overall. And we really don't want you to kind of twinkle too much. We want to have like a horizontal game, true and true. Like, you're doing Pinky, and now if you want to progress with Ace, sure, you did find some items that you can use on Ace, but not a lot. You can like give some XP items to Ace, so you don't have to really farm. Now I got an uncommon. Now I got it. I can see there, Enforcer uncommon. It's on the console. I saw it. Okay, where is it? Where is my green? Okay, there's some serious bug right now. Oh no, there it is. Woohoo! Enforcer! Secondary weapon. Okay, so I need to be level 10 to use this. Cool, so now I have an incentive. Level 7.5. Awesome. You just wait for me, Enforcer. I'll be coming. I'll be coming. Yeah, but does that make sense, Hobo? I mean, it's not set in stone, of course. Like, everything that we're doing with the loot game, we're doing it early enough and just showing everything to you guys and letting you guys play. And we're going to be playing a lot of this in the coming months. Just to figure out if we're going in the right direction. If we feel like you're right, if everybody just agrees that, hey, yeah, like, gear should be for every character in the game the same, we'll do that for sure. It's not set in stone. Okay, so these guys are hitting super hard right now. Level 8. Just have to be very careful. There we go. And one thing that we're going to do that mitigates this is next week we're going to do like a bias for the item finder. So it's going to dynamically choose items that you can equip. So it's going to just look at your character and say, hey, there's an 80% chance or something like that, 80, 85, something around that ballpark, that you're gonna drop something that you can use right now. The other 20% or 15%, wow, so much damage, is gonna be for shoot here, so that don't melt. Go. It's gonna be like other items you cannot use. So it also gives you an incentive to switch, right? Imagine you're just playing Pinky all the way to Pinky, 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 and then you drop a blue for Ace, right? Or not for Ace, because a lot of characters can use stuff that Ace can, but a blue that is perfect on your Ace, right? You just want to play Ace now. You got the blue, and hopefully this happens on the alpha, but especially on the end game. I like the feeling like in Diablo 2 when you're just farming. And you just find that perfectly rolled, like, legendary, and for, I don't know, sorcerers or something like that, like a specific build that you want. And you just go, man, I'm gonna get a new character now and make a build around this item that I roll, right? And it's just awesome. I mean, of course, we're not gonna have like you have no reason to have multiple pinkies. You can have just one pinky. We're going to give you different loadouts so you can change builds. But we want the same feeling with different characters. Having just maining pinky so far, you find like a perfectly roll augmented legendary that creates a build for Jimmy. And just go, wow, I level Jimmy, man. I'm gonna do this build. And now you start a whole new item chase, because that is not the only item you need for that build. That could be the main item, the most rare item for that build, but now I have to farm the rest of the build for Genie. And for me, that's the fun of loot games. It's, you have your own goal, you have like an objective that you set, right? Wow, sorry. And you just farm and go looking for the things that you want. I think this is what great loot games are, you know? And we're going to try and design for this experience as much as we can. And I really wanted to drop... Ooh, I dropped... I didn't see it. Awesome. Yes. So, but I really wanted to drop a white armor or anything better than this piece of garbage here. Yeah. We have another potion, gear score 12, ooh, gear score 14 once. So the potions right now, they look super weird. You can see they're just giving 0 defense. That's because potions don't give you defense. The stats on the potions are going to be different. You're going to see like how much the potion heals. You're going to see the cooldown time of that potion, the base cooldown time of that potion. And of course, like from uncommon onwards, the potion is going to roll fixes as well. So, yeah. So there's a question in the chat, Space Napo. Shouldn't there be a kind of diminishing returns for items you can choose? Doesn't need to be explicit, but lowering the chance the more you loot useless items. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do just a straight bias for that. I mean, we should have done this from the start. It's my mistake. So this weekend is gonna be frustrating. Gonna get a lot of items that you cannot use. But next week, we're going to just have a bias towards the character that you are using. So it's gonna look, hey, 80 or 85% of the items that drop have to be items that this guy can use, right? So yeah, just gonna have to do this. But I like the menu design. Thank you, man. We spent just so much time in this. It's just crazy how much time we spent on this. But I think I'm not 100% happy yet. There are a lot of problems, especially here on the weapons. They're just don't feeling really good. But we were very happy with how we ended up, like with this little radio thing. I feel like it's a really good place right now. Yeah, shops are definitely gonna be a thing. So we're gonna have a city. It's called the Secret Market. It's gonna be a multiplayer hub, so you're gonna be able to meet a lot of other players there, and you're going to be meeting NPCs, and you're gonna be able to like farm reputation, things like that. Well, my armor is so much higher now thanks to that heavy clothes that I just got. This is much easier. This is it. Okay. Space Naru is a Naru in space. Awesome. I like Narus in space. I like Narus on Earth. Naru's a really good guy. There we go. So how many people can be in the game? Because I want to come up with the best team composition. So most activities right now that we have planned, all the activities that we have planned right now are for 4 people, right? We might do more, maybe explorable areas, raids, things like that. We might do more than 4. But for now, we just focus on 4. Cities, you're gonna be like Secret Market. We're gonna try and cram as much people as we can, like as much as the performance and the servers can hold. Hopefully more than 40, 50 people on each chart of the town. We want the towns to feel more MMO, because the rest of the game is all instance. So at least the towns could feel like more populated. That way. Ooh, I got another uncommon. Chat, it's raining uncommons. Ooh. Hopefully it's a gear. Let's take a look at it. Come on, come on. No, it's a weapon. It's a shotgun. I cannot use it. No. Oh no. It's okay. So you can see the weapon. We haven't worked on the affixes yet. So the green, it should have an affix. It doesn't because the weapon affixes. We haven't worked on that. We have to revamp the weapon system a little bit. It's very old. It's from 2017. It's one of the oldest parts of the game. We have to give it a little bit of love. Just kind of break down these SMGs here. Don't need them. 100, 156. Ooh, 156. Yes. Cool. So goodbye, shotgun. I don't need you. Bling. Goodbye. Bling. Awesome. So yeah. I wanted to drop a green gear to show you the affixes, chat. Ah, come on. You're trying to find your optimal team setup? Hopefully it's one of each for the alpha. I hope the optimal setup is 1 Pinky, 1 Jimmy, 1 Ace, and 1 Raph. Hopefully. Like, Jimmy is a beast, actually. The problem with Jimmy right now is that his passive skill is not working. It's broken. But Jimmy does so much damage with his passive skill, Bullseye. And if you give him a weapon with high precision damage, it just scales like crazy. Like Jimmy can destroy like single target damage. Yeah, a lot of damage. Can we actually do this level 8? Let's try. Why not? Yeah, I mean, we really don't want you to need healers. This is why we did the potion the way it is. We want everybody to be pretty much self-sufficient in terms of like survivability and healing and reviving and things like that. First of all, this is to make sure that the entire game is soloable. I feel like this is important in loot games. I like playing co-op. It's my favorite thing. To actually play and coordinate with other people. But for me, in loot games, sometimes you just want to zone out. You just want to like go by yourself and just farm some items and just do content, you know. Sometimes you just have half an hour to kill. You cannot just make a party. You just want to go, right? So for us, it's really important that you can solo pretty much everything. So the potions help. That doesn't mean that the healers are not good, you know. It's like, okay, you can heal yourself, but if I'm Pinky, for example, like Pinky, she struggles a little bit because with sustain, because she doesn't have shields, right? She has armor, and armor goes really well with healing because each armor does not regenerate like shields do, but it's beefy. It reduces pretty much all types of damage by a lot. So each point of armor is actually like 1.5 normal health. So if you're healing somebody who has a lot of armor, that's when you're getting a lot of value, right? So Pinky by herself, she does not have a lot of sustain. She can recover a little bit of armor with her melee skill. Melee skill, I don't know how to say that. It's hard. Melee skill, she can recover a little bit of armor. That's it. So if you have Wrath, just pocket healing Pinky. She's indestructible, man. She's not gonna die. And I think this is the things that we want healers to be good at. Just pairing up with characters, making them more powerful. Oh, another uncommon. Please let be a gear. I want a green gear. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we got our first green gear that we can actually equip. It's a deadly empty locket. Wow, this is really good. Okay. So crit damage bonus plus 27%. Awesome. So this is going to pair really well with the SMG that we have right now. So just going to switch to the SMG. Because I cannot use my potion for some reason. Uh-oh. We have a bug. We have a bug. A bug has bugged our game. Okay, so possibly the critical hit damage is bugged right now. Sorry, Shad, let me just copy this and take a look at this later. Game development is happening live, ladies and gentlemen. We have critical bugs that prevent me from using my potion now. I'm trying to use my potion and I can't. Possibly because of this. Okay, let me try and just, I don't know, kill myself or something. Yeah, I cannot use any skills. I'm just gonna try and die. And respawn. Yeah, that did the trick. Okay. So it was probably equipping the uncommon with the effects. Did something really weird with the stats, and I just blocked the skills and whatever. Just gonna figure out. Thanks, Lucas. Whoa, it's 6 p.m. already. Okay, I should be wrapping up. So at least we're ending like in a happy note, because I finally got my first green that I can use. So yeah, that's cool. So thank you very much, chat. I'm really almost emotional right now because it's been such a long road for us to get to this point, but I feel like we're getting there, and the team is bigger now. We're progressing faster. We have so much cool stuff going on for 2019, and I would like to thank you for coming, and thank you founders and backers for supporting this game. So tomorrow night we're gonna have the loot updates live for you guys. It's gonna be awesome. Hopefully we can play together during the weekend. And just chat us up on Discord. There's always somebody willing to play before. Now that there's loot, it's just gonna be that much more enjoyable to just look for the best pieces of loot and things like that. But yeah, thank you very much for coming. If you want to try the game this weekend, you can become a founder. We have, let me put the link here on chat, is relichunters.com.br/founders. You can go there and support us, support the development of the game, and you can play the updates and you can play everything. Also, join us on Discord. It's discord.gg/relichunters. There we go. So, yeah, thank you very much for coming, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.